Of course, no. I always get emotional whenever whenever we step into like topics like this. I feel like you're very, very touching. Personally, I feel like I have come so far with just being this chocolate girl, because I didn't love myself at a point. I'd go to sleep crying every night, thinking I wish I was light skinned. Like I used to tell my mom, if God come today and ask me what is one thing that I would like to you would like to change about yourself, like God, make me lighter. That's literally something I wanted to ask God.
I've been there. You understand that once you were in such a dark, negative space where you couldn't even give yourself a compliment, let alone even accept a compliment from somebody else. So now it's like that you gain confidence within yourself. You
oh my God, this topic is so emotional.
I know.
Like,
Trust me.
I mean, like this is amazing. Like,
so call on me, baby. You know you see me calling. You know you see me calling. So girl, no darling. You want a gentleman? Yeah, I am, baby. Your love drive me crazy. I met her back in Old Shorty.
What's good, Swaggy Gang? It's your boy Swaggy Mo, and I'm back with another amazing and fantastic video. But I want to just start out by saying thank you so much to West African Doll for doing this video with me. So you guys should definitely follow her page, IG page, and also her YouTube page. She's dropping a YouTube video, so make sure you stay tuned for that. I wanted to, link up with West African Doll. She's dark-skinned melanin, as you can tell, and I think we kind of like shared the same issues growing up. Like being made fun of our skin, not liking the way we look and stuff like that, and to where we at now. So I just thought that it would be like a dope thing to, just collab with her and make a video on how to, love your melanin, you know what I mean? So without further ado, I'm gonna just let you guys hear from, the horse's mouth.
Hi y'all, it's your girl West African Doll. Okay, let me stop. Yeah.
So she's an influencer as well as a model, you know what I'm saying? So definitely make sure you check out her Instagram. She's
check me out,
so
y'all.
Dope. Yeah, she's dope. You're not gonna regret it. She's dope, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, so I'm gonna start out by saying, a couple of things. Yes, I just wanted to ask her, what's your experience? What did you experience growing up in terms of like your skin? What made you feel uncomfortable and things of that nature?
I mean, like growing up as a dark-skinned girl, of course, we do have insecurities here and there. But I was born and raised in Ghana, so like back home in Ghana, I wasn't actually experiencing it yet until like I moved here when I was 13 years old. So I started high school here, and that was when I realized that colorism in this country is very, very big. Super big. People are so like judgmental based on how you physically look. So me personally, it really did affected my friendship with people. Like I didn't really have enough friends, and even the guys that I wanted to date wasn't into me like that because they were a little bit lighter than I was. And of course they don't want a chocolate girl for some reason, but I definitely went through it to the point whereby I ended up bleaching my face.
Oh wow.
And that's how bad it was.
That's why it's such a good thing that I'm actually sitting with you, because I went through it a lot, but like bleaching wasn't really an option for me because I'm a guy, which even though there are guys that bleach, I thought about it at some point. I'm like, yo,
they are.
I should think about, like lightening my skin a little bit, but thank God I didn't go through with it. But like the fact that you actually went through it, like how was that experience? Like what did you feel when you were actually like bleaching your skin and stuff like that?
That experience itself was so horrible. I personally thought it was going to actually work. For some reason I thought it was going to be successful. But when I started, of course, I wanted to bleach my face because when I always like to cover myself up, and the only thing I wanted people to see was my face. So I was bleaching my face, and I didn't tell my mom about it until my mom noticed that my skin was like
getting lighter.
Mom was like, what is going on with you? Like what? I'm like, Mom, I don't know. And then my mom was like, you know what, you need to stop, like cut it out. And so like my mom and I, we make shea butter with our own natural like home recipe ingredients that we mix together. And my mom was like, start using this, and this is gonna get your skin back. So I was like, I bet, I want my chocolate back. Let's get this chocolate back. It went from me bleaching my skin to me loving myself completely. Like I am so into me. Like you should always be into you.
Amen.
Ain't nobody gonna be into you.
Amen.
More than you would.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
So like if you could take back the action of you actually going to the extent of bleaching your skin, would you take it back?
I will so take it back in a heartbeat. Like quick like that, I'll take it back. Because in a way, I mean, it did taught me a lot of lessons. Like I have grown more when it comes to like just loving who I am and the skin that I'm in. Because I feel like no matter what you go through in the past, it should never define your future. It should never make you who you are, you know, because at the end of the day, it becomes lessons and you learn from them and you become better and better and you share your story to the world. And, you know, dark-skinned youth can also learn from your story and also appreciate themselves better and understand that what we have is priceless. And you got to understand that it's a gift and not a curse.
Definitely. So would you say the reason why you bleached, was it something that pushed you to the edge or was collective of things built up?
Collective of things building up because as we all know, we're here in the United States, like national television, when we do watch TV, we see a lot of light-skinned people more than dark-skinned, you know, people. So like I mean, that really didn't make me wanted to bleach it, but also at the same time, like I see a lot of guys, even the dark-skinned guys are into light-skinned girls more than even dark-skinned girls. So to me, I was like, what the heck? It really was a little bit of everything, like building up, and just thinking about everything in general made me wanted to look different. And I regret it, but at the same time too, it's a lesson. So
it's a lesson learned. Yeah. How were you able to build your confidence back up to, you know, like to love yourself the way that you love yourself now?
So thanks to my mom, when I started using the homemade shea butter, a lot of people, I mean, don't get me wrong, I still wasn't as confident as I am today. You know, I literally just gained my self-confidence 3 years ago, like legit, and I'm 23 years old now, so it's been only 3 years. And I will say, just spending time with my mom, and my mom like literally sat me down and told me like, listen, you are beautiful. You know, my mom was just telling me like, what you have is beautiful. This melanin, people wish they have it. So I was just listening to my mom every day whenever like she kept telling me that I'm beautiful, even though I wasn't believing it at the moment. So when I stepped out, people were like staring at me, like people would just stare at you. You know, they would just look at you like they've never seen a dark-skinned person before. I know. They would just stare at you and won't say nothing. But the good thing is that people were actually starting to say something, you know. And I was like, wow. Like, I mean, of course, my mom tells me all the time, but okay, hearing it from people too also sometimes help a bit, you know. But then at the same time too, I spend a lot of time with myself to gain myself confident. I looked at myself in the mirror each and every single day and I'm like, damn girl, you're beautiful. The words you tell yourself are literally what, like, in a way, like it guides you through the process of just growing up. You have to be able to like speak positively about yourself, and that will help you gain that confidence. Like you have to know who you are. You have to spend time with yourself and understand that we all have our flaws, but then you know that who you are is always going to be who you are. You're never going to have to change for anybody else.
Definitely. I love that, and I chuckled a little bit because like people who have been watching my videos, you know how much I talk about, you know, just hyping yourself up.
Oh yeah.
Don't wait for nobody else to do it. Do it yourself. And even if you don't believe it, you say it to a certain time, to a certain amount of time, you're gonna start believing in yourself. Right. You know what I'm saying? So like another question that I also had was, I know sometimes, like I don't know, growing up, I don't know if you have any family members, people who are dark skinned that bleach their skin, because I know growing up I saw that in Africa a lot, and I still see it now, and it kind of like rubbed me up the wrong way in a sense, because it's just like I get it, like it's your body, you do whatever you want to do with your body, but you have a dark skinned daughter, a dark skinned son, and you're bleaching your skin. It's basically sending the wrong message. It's telling them like, you know, what you have is not beautiful, it's not good enough, therefore you have to alter, you have to change it in some way, you know. So like, have you like come across that experience, like, you know, where like a family member is someone who kind of like, you looked at them and you're like, oh, they bleaching, therefore it's acceptable for me to do it? Absolutely.
Me personally, my mom and my dad are chocolate as hell. My family, I would say 98% of my family are all very, very chocolate, and we do have some light skin, you know, people in our family too as well. But back home in Ghana, like people love their skin complexion, like even though I do know that bleaching is very big in Africa, but I only saw it when I moved here. When I was back home in Ghana, I thought everybody was confident in themselves, you know, in their skin that they are in, but most of them are chocolate and nobody was bleaching in my family. I think when I moved here, that was when I changed. That was when my mentality was just changing, and I started doubting who I am and thinking that I'm not good enough or my skin is not that good enough. So I would say that the change started when I moved here. United States is definitely the devil's town.
Amen to that. So like from where I'm from, like, you know, Senegal and Gambia, around that region,
chocolate people.
A lot of people like chocolate, but I still saw a selective minority of people who kind of like bleach their skin a little bit. And I had an aunt that bleached her skin, which is crazy, but it's just like, I'm like, this video is just to help you gain confidence in your melanin. It's to help you gain, you know, self-love and self-acceptance. So like now that you like, you know, modeling for different brands, you see actually, oh, she's a wildin' out girl, by the way. You know what I'm saying? She's a wildin' out girl. You know what I mean? Yeah. So how is it in those spaces? Do you like how was the experience as a dark-skinned girl?
That experience was just priceless. Me personally, like I was literally the only the most chocolate girl in the room, like on set. I was literally the most chocolate girl, and most of the girls on the Wild 'N Out show are very light skinned.
Right.
You know that
really
wild mix, you know. Really so like you barely see chocolate girls, but it was definitely an honor to be a part of that show. Season 13 and 14 was really amazing. It felt good because when I walk in the room, you know how when you walk in a room and you see, I have goosebumps even talking about this. Oh my god. You know when you walk in a room and then it's like your present only fills the room, like your just your melanin only causes, you know, traffic and attention, and it's like you don't even understand. But now we know the power that we have.
Definitely.
We have so much power. Like when I walk on set, let me go back to, like, I feel like I'm sliding off a little bit. But whenever like when I was on set with these people, like I felt like I was different, and that made me so confident, and it made me feel so good in and out. You
stood out.
That's the word. I stood out completely. So it definitely was a great experience. Nah,
that's dope. That's it's crazy because I feel like the things that we kind of looked at as a curse, something that because that's the way I looked at it. I used to, you know, like go to bed crying literally and just asking like, why did God make me this complexion?
Likewise.
Which is crazy, but it's like now it's like something that is so like sought after. Like it's like almost like it's a trend, which is crazy because it's like a skin complexion should not be a trend, but as long as the bullying is decreasing a little bit, you know, that's all that matters. But I know there are still some girls, there are still some guys that hit me up until this day, talking about, you know, like how, you know, people make fun of them and how they don't feel confident in their, so like what would you say? What's an advisor you would give to that person, that girl or that guy that's trying to find self-love within themselves? One thing I
would say is you need to learn how to ignore people and understand that they don't know you.
Amen.
They don't know your struggles. They don't know where you come from. They don't know what you've been through. Like the people that look at you and think you're not good enough, they're suffering themselves.
Facts.
They're struggling, so they take it out on people that are confident in themselves. They take it out on people that think they don't have a voice. But you have to sit down and this topic is so good.
He's dropping gems. You're dropping gems.
Oh my god.
It's okay.
But like, I just want to say, like, you have to understand that you're different for a reason. You're blessed. You're beautiful in and out. Like, you have to understand that you are just your own person and ignore people. I'm telling you, when I started modeling, do you know the amount of people that were coming for me? A lot. But I had to learn how to ignore and understand that I am my own person and your happiness comes first. Anything that makes you happy should always come first. And you have to just ignore the negativity because they're always gonna be there. That negativity is what is gonna push you to become better. So you have to be able to differentiate those two and just like be just into you. I'm telling you, you have to be into yourself. This ain't no cocky stuff.
Trust me, I talk about that all the time. It's like, it's really not about being cocky or no, it's not, because you understand that once you were in such a dark, negative space where you couldn't even give yourself a compliment, let alone even accept a compliment from somebody else. So now it's like that you gain confidence within yourself.
Oh my god, this topic is so emotional.
I know. Trust me.
I mean, like this is amazing. Like we're able to sit here and like record this is just amazing, because 3 years from today, if you were to ask me that this is gonna be something we will both be doing, I wouldn't believe it, because it's just like we've come so far. You know, we've come so far, and to anybody that's watching, you have to understand that you're beautiful, you're different for a reason, and you have to embrace yourself. You know, you have to spend time with yourself, love yourself, be around good people. Your circle gotta be full of people that are going to love you for who you are. Embrace the negative and the positive sides of who you are. So literally just, you have to love you. I don't know how else you want to do this, but like, just love yourself. That is a fact. And this was an amazing video. Oh my god, I didn't mean for you to get, you know, emotional. Of course, no. I always get emotional whenever like whenever we step into like topics like this. I feel like you're very, very touching. Personally, I feel like I've come so far with just being this chocolate girl, because I didn't love myself at a point. I'd go to sleep crying every night, thinking I wish I was light skinned. Like I used to tell my mom, if God come today and ask me what is one thing that I would like to you would like to change about yourself, like God, make me lighter. That's literally something I wanted to ask God.
I've been there. I've been, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people who are probably watching this video kind of like experience the same
Which
thing
is so
too.
sad. Like, why would you ask God to change your skin complexion out of everything in the world
I know.
that you can ask for?
If I ask for it,
That's how much
But that's how much like people made fun of us and made us
make
really
you feel.
hate ourselves.
The people making fun of us wish they were us. You have to understand that we.
Amen to that.
They can never, ever.
Amen to that.
I mean, right
Amen
now you
to
heard
that.
the injection that they say it's
The tanning. The
Come
tanning.
on now.
Like people are literally going through like all type of medical
to have
procedures.
A little melanin, to have a little
Like, you know what I'm
melanin
saying?
in
Like,
your
come
skin.
on, son. You cannot. You have to really look at yourself.
Honey,
look at yourself
yes.
in the mirror.
Yes.
You are a prized possession. People are willing to risk skin cancer. People are willing to risk blisters. Because guess what, honey? You can go outside for as long as you want. And you don't got to worry about nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, people that make fun of you, most of the time they can't go outside
No, they
for
can't.
30 minutes without getting blisters, sunburns, and all that
Literally.
shit. Like, come on. Yeah, melanin is gorgeous. Your melanin is great. And I want to thank West African Doll so much. He's a
course,
very, very
anytime.
dope friend of mine. Thank you so much for taking
Of
the opportunity to
course.
talk to, you know, my subscribers
I'm
and
just
talking
happy to do this.
Yeah, no, this was great. This was great. You did that.
We
Thank
did
you so
that.
much.
We did that.
We did that. Melanin all. No, I was gonna say 2020, but melanin forever.
Forever.
Forever, period.
And don't forget to follow me on Instagram,
That's a
West
fact.
African Doll. Follow my YouTube channel. I literally just created it.
So I'm gonna put her link to her channel down below, so make sure you subscribe to her.
Yay.
So ladies, y'all know who to subscribe to. Guys, y'all know who to subscribe to.
Come on now.
Y'all know who to follow, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning
Of
in. It was a
course.
pleasure making this video.
All
I
the
appreciate you
time.
guys. Love. Stay swaggy, you did. You gotta say that. You gotta stay swaggy.
Stay swaggy.
Stay swaggy. Yeah, alright, thank you.